Up. Wednesday. What's popping?
Yeah, man.
Willie.
The place hot, brother, yo.
Those do it, man. The sun are overdo it.
I saw the field on the field.
What? 108?
Bro.
Nah, go normal.
Me feel cool up in the brownstone, brother. Up on the hill, me there. Feel good up me there.
The man want to give him some hate, Willie.
Yeah, man. Touch.
We are burn up on the man talk, so you're cool with him there. No, man, this is serious.
Touch, brother. Touch.
Yeah, man. So, the big thing that take place now, Willie, we need to hype it up in the car. We're about basketball now. Tomorrow, them say, them are going to start the NBA. I don't know what going. I don't know. You're getting the same buzz. When I feel the same vibe.
I'm keeping it real, dog. This is a short season.
Yeah, because like the buzz not really dead there. I try to feel that energy there. Just LeBron fans them alone have the buzz.
It's to the point where like any team could win the championship and it just wouldn't matter. Honestly.
Yeah.
Any team except for Lakers. I not even want Lakers. Even though it's a short season, I don't want Lakers should not win. I said I'll go backstage here, just let you know.
I just want the young guns them shine, show out. Yeah, man, we know, so we expect a show from Zion, Jamar, Morant to go on good.
But
you see what Harden did to that kid, right?
Yeah, Harden was great. For real.
Yeah, the one dunk on him.
No, brother, man.
He had like 33 points.
Yeah.
I think he have 30 points in the first half.
Yo, the man.
The man make I did not kill her still. I did not kill her.
But Action Jamaica up. Lakers Nation.
Wagon stand up.
Yeah, tell you. I'm telling you, it's all the LeBron fans them not really happy about this season. I don't know why. Is that them expect a fourth ring?
Yeah,
I think Kawhi have something to say about that, you know. And Giannis, you know.
Something he will never get.
Yeah, I don't know. But however, we are basketball lovers, so we have the opportunity now to sit and watch a game. So let us see if it will be entertaining. I can't wait to see Zion tomorrow. I think he's kick-starting Pelicans versus Jazz, I think. And then we'll move on to Clippers versus Lakers. So good things. Basketball bouncing again. However, tonight, Willie, they also have an NBL meeting, our National Basketball League, where they're going to discuss whether or not we can restart the game. So let's see what come out of that meeting. Maybe we can talk about it Friday or Saturday, depending what come out of this meeting. But again, seems like everything is opening up and basketball is something we need to start watch and enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm definitely, even though I don't play in the NBL, I'll tune in anyway because, you know.
Yeah. Why not? And that's the thing. Why not playing in the NBL? Talk to me.
I didn't know about the NBL when it was starting, so nobody called.
That link me. You know.
I don't know what we pray for.
I know it could have been a Slayers, bro.
Yeah, Slayers recruit young players. Urban Knights also have young players. Yeah, man. So you can join up, man. It's not too late, you know. They might have at least a month or two to prepare.
I want a team that's gonna pass the ball.
Kyle is on Slayers, you know that, right?
Oh yeah, they're good, man.
We have Kyle and Bailey.
Yeah, what you mean? Yeah, we can play. Yeah, what you mean?
The young guns, them.
As Mr. Abdul the backstage, so let's bring him on, make him run through real quick.
Yeah. FIBA in 5.
Abdul, what's popping?
Wednesday evening there.
How is everything?
Everything is good.
I don't know.
But there's some traffic on the road today, but I don't know what going today. The traffic is wicked today, man.
And the sun hot.
The
place hot. So that's awesome.
I'm going to music.
And some persons that drive without AC, I don't know them do that, but
hats off to the one who invent AC.
I tell you. But Abdul, the viewers are waiting and they are, so take us away. What we're talking about today.
We're continuing on traveling. Willie, I sent you some videos now. I think you're ready for me now. Can you play the first video for me?
I don't know which one is the first. I'm just gonna play a video.
Just play
anyone.
Any one of them.
Tends to happen more than the previous two, and this is what happens on shots and drives when both players have their hands on the ball. Now these are two opponents, So if I'm taking a jumper or I'm going for a layup and the defender puts their hand on the ball and we go all the way up and all the way down with both of us having hands on the ball, then it's a jump ball because there's no possession. Both players have their hands on the ball, it is a jump ball. Now the only situation it becomes a travel is if I go and I take that gather to shoot, and on my way down, the player on defense releases their hand from the ball, and I land without getting rid of that ball, it's a travel. To summarize, on the gather.
All right. Is that clear? Is that clear in terms of how the traveling is called? Jump with the ball. Both players come down with their hands on the ball. It's a jump ball. But if the other player removes his hand and the player jumps with the ball and lands with it, it's a traveling violation. That in itself is.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So if you're up with the ball, right, and the person the defender has his hand on the ball, and you let the ball go to collect it back, is that considered a travel or a double dribble?
No, because you have to jump with the ball and return to the floor with the ball. But one of the key components with traveling is that you have to have possession of the ball. Right? You have to have possession of the ball in order for you to travel. So if it's a situation where you don't have the ball, then you can't travel if you don't have it. You must have it in order to travel. Can't move the care person. Yeah. Ready? Another one.
To grab a rebound, helping to tip the jump ball. Any scenario where you try to boost up your teammate, that is a violation. You can't do that. So you go and do the classic, I'm going to tie my shoes and my...
No one does that in Jamaica though.
All right. No. Nobody does it in Jamaica as yet. But in other regions and other places where basketball is played, it is tried, and that's why FIFA has outlawed it and said, "Boy, that in itself is not allowed." Because, say for example, someone wants to dunk, their teammate would stand in a position to make sure that person climbs on their back in order to dunk. No, that's a no-no. Another.
Okay.
The most common one we see is when a player dives for a loose ball, and while they grab the loose ball, their momentum slides them across the floor. This is a perfectly legal play. They are not...
Okay, so as you asked the other day, Gary, a player that is sliding on the ground, that player slides in order to gain control of the ball. That player has not traveled. What the article states is that this article states that you should slide briefly. So if you're doing that excess amount of sliding, then it's going to be constituted as a travel. But if it's a slide, then it is quite legal.
Okay. Next one.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, your first instinct is to say their pivot foot is lifted, so it's got to be a travel. However, these rules allow for that if a player falls, whether they had both feet on the ground or not.
All right.
Okay. So that in itself, it is saying that it is legal for a player to fall to the ball and does not travel. If it is a situation where you had established a pivot and you have lifted that pivot and returned it to the floor, and we're going to go in depth into pivoting in our next session because it is very important. Soldier boy, you can utilize this to allow your game to become much better, and a lot of players can utilize it, knowing how to not to say manipulate the rules, but knowing how to adjust your game by learning.
So, all right. So, for instance, X said kind of slippery, right?
Yeah.
And somebody slide and we take the ball. Or is it that we should give them it back? Or them always say, slide, man, it good. So, ball in play same way.
If the player slides while in control of the ball and loses it.
Yeah. Just like the video a while ago.
In that situation, no. to give back the player the ball, it means that you would penalize the defense or playing good defense.
All right. You hear that, Ruan? All
Yeah.
on the
No.
thief in ball or whatever. Again?
I think Willie I mentioned Abdul to say that if it's not the defense but the court itself allow the person to slide. As you know, it's instead of a slide the court. So you're dribbling down, nobody playing defense, and you're going to midline, you slide and drop. Would you penalize the person in the sense that you would make a call so you give the next player, or can you say it's because of the court? Can you use the infrastructure as an excuse not to call a travel?
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. And if the playing court is slippery, you should not be playing on it in the first place. And that's the reality.
Okay.
We have to get to a point where persons are playing on good. If we want the quality of play to be lifted, then we have to look at the court that we are actually playing on. Because as I said before, players will not play hard on a concrete or asphalt. If they are playing on a hardwood, they would give their all in order, because they know that they're not going to be injured by sliding and trying to gain control of a ball.
All right, we have a wonderful interview lineup. However, Willie, I think this is something important that I want to just ask before Abdul leave. You mentioned that if the court is slippery, no game should be allowed to play on it. I'm asking you now, Abdul, whose decision is that? Who made that decision?
Referee.
Can the referee?
Yes.
The referee. So if I go to Excel and they are playing game on that slippery court, I can blame the referee to allow the game to take place.
Okay. All right. The organizer, remember we have a national coordinator, right?
Yeah, but still the referee governs the game.
Yeah, but I'm saying we have a national coordinator. His role is to approve courts across the island. That's one of his primary duties. All right.
Okay.
So when the national coordinator approves a court, if something happens and the referee goes to that venue and recognizes that this court in itself is not suited, then the referee has the authority to blow off that game.
Okay.
Because remember, a referee is one who uses his expert knowledge of the rules and regulations in order to officiate the game in a fair and safe manner. So if it is not safe for the game to be played, then the referee should not allow it to be played.
Okay. All right. Good. Well said. As you know, Willie, we are going to
as you mentioned, Gary, there is something that I would love to clear up, because I remember, and I know you're going to say it, Willie, you're going to say Ron again, but Ron is always saying, why do you constantly call the lane violations? Now, I can tell you that in a game I was doing some years ago, I made a mistake by not calling a lane violation, and the game ended. Now, by not calling it at 2 seconds in the game, I removed the opportunity from the team to call a timeout when the violation was called. To call a timeout, advance the ball, and possibly would have the opportunity to score. So I learned from that. So whenever the lane violation comes, I'm going to call it, because I recognize that I could, by not calling it, you can actually place a team at a disadvantage.
True.
Okay.
So,
all right. Anyways, Abdul, we'll continue with the other videos Sunday now, because we want to get to this interview so we can, and then you don't know NBL interview right after. So
meeting.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so
okay.
We'll move on. So give thanks
again, Abdul.
Yo, these comments are killing me.
Yeah. No, but it's facts. As you know, when we talk about infrastructure, it's kind of like a sour point in a sense, because like how you see the blame game come, because you have some person have a court is uphill, literally uphill. So persons choose where they want to start, and you have some court is like ice hockey. You know, when they go to court, they just know say.
Yeah,
you're ready to skate.
To answer this question, it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt.
And it's public figures.
It's been done before. It's been done before, but like.
It would hurt.
Calvin, easy on you.
I'm better going next. All right.
Anyway,
yes, as I said, Wednesday evening, and we have a wonderful interview. Very, let's know, it's an interview that should take place a long time ago because these players reach out to us and we know that they are not in Jamaica, they are in the next country. However, they are still family. They are still a part of the basketball fraternity.
They are still Jamaican.
You, Mark, as a teen ambassador, I will just give you the privilege to announce or to introduce these players.
You see them two youth here, brother. Man, you see one of them, I know from when he never used to play basketball. He wasn't even thinking about playing basketball. None of that. And the next youth, him grow over time, and you actually can see the growth. Man, anyway, these two former teammates went over to Bahamas, and then I mash up Bahamas right now. You see me? So without further ado, we're going to introduce fellow Dub Fam members. You see me? Antjuan McFarlane, Clive Knight. Big up themselves. Let's bring them on. You see?
Hey, we're not bother with it, you know.
All right, welcome, guys. Welcome. How is everything, Clive?
Everything good.
Okay. Antjuan, everything bless up?
Everything good.
Okay, cool. All right. I was just checking if all is well. However, we'd like to start our interview just by asking our guests to give us 2 words best describe themselves. Clive, what are your 2 words that best describe you?
Hardworking and outgoing.
Hardworking and outgoing. Antjuan, your 2 words.
I said the same exact thing.
They are truly teammates.
Ask me.
Willie, what 2 words best describe you?
Talented and indisciplined.
What 2 words best describe you?
Yo, the Jerry listen to me.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, then. All right, welcome, guys.
All right, so I have a question for you guys. For the people who like, for example, if we have like a scout on the show watching right now, can you guys give me like your credentials, your height, school you attend, position, you play, all them things there. We start with Clive.
Clive Knight, I attend Doors Senior High School. I'm 5'11" actually. Yeah, I do. I play point guard and shooting guard. Sometimes I gotta run the ball, or sometimes I gotta make someone else run the ball. My name is Antjuan McFarlane. I attend Doris Johnson Senior High. I run from the shooting guard to the power forward position, depending on who on the court. But sometimes we go small ball, sometimes we go big. It all depends on who on the court position I play.
Okay,
and how tall are you again?
Me, I'm 6'6".
All right, 6'6". All right, cool.
Okay, cool. Yo, Antjuan gets a tall 6'6".
Yeah, man, grew up here. The man grew up.
Okay. All right. Quickly, Clive. We like to find out. We know that you're young players, but at what age you start play basketball? Clive and then Antjuan.
I was actually in grade 2. I was like 6, 7 when my cousin, he actually played basketball. I remember Joel, Leslie, and Maurice, we go to Camperdown. We used to go to Camperdown. I actually saw them playing basketball. I was like, I might try. So that was a long time ago.
Okay, cool. Antjuan.
I was playing when I left Jamaica when I was 7, and then about grade 5 in America, the coach pulled me aside because I was taller than the rest of the kids. But I didn't start taking basketball serious till I came back to Jamaica. That's when Coach Skid came up there with Kofi and said, "Yo, I want you to come to Calabar and play ball." But I didn't take it serious until 6 months after, and I realized that basketball is my way out to make a difference for the community. So about grade 8, grade 9, started taking basketball serious.
Good answer.
All right.
Cool. You got Clive. You talk about playing and you get a chance to watch basketball at Camperdown. Antjuan also talk about stats. But which high school you played for when you were in Jamaica, Clive? And walk us through your experience. Did you play under 14, under 16? Did you have any a major accomplishment? So just walk us through that journey.
Big high school in play for.
From 7th grade, let me tell you how it all started. From 7th grade, I used to, because people say I'm fast, so I like the sport track and field. I actually did track and field from primary school days. So when I went to Calabar, everybody know that's the best track and field school. So when I went to Calabar, I actually wanted to run track. And then we had 11th graders, they normally have a tournament. I think that's how Coach Skid and Coach Lodge would recruit. They'd have a tournament for basketball, and I played, because I actually like this way. I was playing from grade 2. So when I started, Coach Skid was like, all right, I have potential, I need to come to practice. And then from there we played under 14. But back then under 14 we had 25 people on the team, 25 strong. So often we switch up jersey and stuff. Some wouldn't play this game, some would play the next game, stuff like that. So first year I played 3 games or 4 games out of the entire season. And then the next year after that, when we actually had our team, a set team after the first 12, roster, that was the full roster. So we played every game. On the 14, we went semi-finals or something like that. Yeah, but we lost. And then when we play on the year after that, we play on the 16. When Shine, who else was playing? I think, Shine, Fion, all of them. You might have done leave Calabar from me being a 7th grade, 8th grade. You've done leave a long time.
Oh, damn, don't make it sound like that. Oh, my God.
Yeah, but Coach Skid, he really helped me to get where I'm at right now. He actually, I lived in Old Harbor. That's so far from Kingston. I had to travel from Old Harbor to Kingston every day. I had to wake up 4 o'clock in the morning to go to school every day. That was tiring. I used to get home actually I had someone picking me up from home and picking me up from school. So Coach Skid was like, Clive, all right, we have an hour until they get here. So we go work out for that hour and we just see what happens. Every day after school, we used to work out for that hour. This was on the 14, the second year on the 14, we used to work out every day after school for an hour, and then the bus driver would come, I would go home, and everybody else would stay for 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, because they lived in
Yo, flew there, Bahamas, though?
Great.
Oh? Continue.
In grade 9, that was when I actually took basketball serious.
Okay.
I was this sport, and this is what I want to actually fell in love with basketball after that. And then we had camp. I think we had camp because that was the year. That was the year after Kelly and them did win on the 19 on the 16. So when we had camp after that, I didn't really play much because we had Shiny, Fion, Yaxby, all them people, CJ, Bonfield, all them, they were playing from years before with Kelly and JT them. So yeah, and then after that, we on the 16, second on the 16, then we won conference. We won a conference, then we won All Island. That's when on the 16 on the 19 win. That's when 16 on the 19 win, and then that year I actually won conference on the 16 MVP. I just feel really good because I did not because I didn't really score that much, but I guess I good. And then on the 19, first year on the 19, I only played one year on 19, though. We left after that. First on the 19, we had a lot of people coming in, Marco, he came from JC the year before, and TM1 from St. Catherine. And we had a good team. And then we went to finals, and we blew it, but that was a good run. We had a lot of experiences. It was a good time.
Okay. All right. To be honest, as I said, Willie, the man a baller, the man's under 16 MVP. and then we run and and we can realize that Clive really learned quick because as you're listening, you realize you can't tell if he's Jamaican or him come from Bahamas. So he's a quick learner in a sense, and pick it up quick and fast. However, yes, Antwan. Funny enough, did you get a chance to play high school basketball in Jamaica?
No, from start match I play the basketball. I played a couple tournaments, but I didn't play. I didn't play ISA.
I wanted to walk us.
Tournament, but ISA.
All right, I wanted to walk us through your I wanted Skits is on Coach Lodge is also on Goofy a lot of persons tuning, but Antwan, I wanted to walk us through that experience, even though you didn't get a chance to play, because you said you were at Stats. What happened why you didn't play? You left and went to Calabar, but you still didn't get a chance to play high school. Walk us through that that experience.
No, my it's the rules.
When I came back to Jamaica, I told my mom the number one any school that's good in basketball, that's the school I want to go to. So I'm hearing about Calabar, JC, KC, Stats, Campadon. But she said you want to go Calabar, but in my mind was young, so I'm thinking all boys school. I'm like, I don't like that wasn't me. I was young. I wasn't thinking like a mature person. So I'm like, I don't want to go to an all boys school. And he said I used to go to Stats. Stats have a good basketball team. So I say, all right, I want to go to Stats then. When it starts, Mr. Marley telling me they're gonna have a basketball program. Coach Kid came by Stats to try out for us. That's why I met Kofi and Coach Kid. And then 2 weeks after Coach Kid come back and say they ain't serious. They don't want no basketball program. They want to focus on their soccer program and their track program. So yeah, same thing. So from there, I'm like, so what I'm supposed to do? He say, come Calabar, come work out with us, and hopefully by grade 9 you can come.
That's when we play somebody.
And then I didn't play somebody in 2019. Then
2019.
Yeah, I know what I mean. That's when I came there like January. Calabar to start working out. That's why I met Coach Lodge and Coach Goofy. And I started working out with them January. And then around March, I started coming to school more often because like January I come for like 2-3 days, and then March I come back fully in March. And then around June I got into a car accident heading to practice up by Calabar. I broke my leg. I was in a hospital. My family telling me leave basketball alone, basketball only get you hurt and this and that. And so my kid kept hearing that over and over again. It pushed me more and more. I got locked into the house one time when they had summer league, and I sneak out the house on the crutch stick, walk all the way by Calabar from Marvelly on my crutch stick. Let's go watch summer league basketball. That's how much I love the sport. I reach up there, Coach Goofy wanted to reach up there. And find a ride for me to go back down, so would have to walk again. And then after that, grade 9, that's when I met Coach Gary. He came there, I had under 16 because there wasn't enough players for the under 19. So I kept working over him then, hoping that they will find a way. And then grade 10, still nothing. So I tell Mr. Marley, I have about a week or two before I leave here. If I have a basketball program, I will stay at Stats and keep my talent at Stats.
Greatest school ever. Greatest school ever.
He thought I was joking when I said that. So first week passed, he come to me and say, "You're not going nowhere. I stay right there." No, rewind. Some before that, I got selected to go to Jumpstart. I don't know how I got selected. I think Coach Lutz get me on the list to go because 2 weeks before Jumpstart, I'm begging Coach Lutz, get me, and he said it's too late. And then I think a week before, Mr. Martin called me and he said, "Come by the national arena, give me some documents so I can put it down for Jumpstart." So I thank Coach Lodge and Coach Goofy for that, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't get to go to Jumpstart. I want to start since a year or two. Well, the fun thing I don't like about that, the 1 year we got selected, I always try to go somewhere when they go, we're not going nowhere at all. I say, right, I'm not going back at chips and something like that. What's there we are, nothing not going to. But now what's that? So the Calabar for like the Calabar, and then I'm gonna play that Knox tournament with them. And from then, that's the only tournament I played in all year. And summer league, that's all.
Okay, all right. but you're here. Both of you guys are here talking to us from Bahamas.
Yeah.
How that take place?
Yes,
What happened? I want to hear that how you got that scholarship to reach overseas.
And the accents.
Yeah, and viewers, as you can see, they are very as I said, no, they are just jovial and enjoying the interview, and I like that still. However, we really want to know exactly what took place. You Antwan didn't play in the high school, but however, you got a chance to get a scholarship. Talk to us. What took place?
So, so I did Simon, yeah man. Simon and they make me know one day say, oh, tell me full story about you. Yeah, man, I got put my dog. Simon make me know one day say, oh, you have a tryout, link up on a court, and like so and me never know me being me. Yeah, basketball. Anything you say basketball, me I go cut. Basketball. So me never know too much like the coach that was there, I didn't know. But because Sam was there, I was like, alright, it must be cool because I see more that. Yeah, someone said it must be cool. And then the coach was like, you work so a lot of people go, you work so for like a couple hours, like 2 hours. And then after that it was like games, like a couple people. And they give us scholarship. It was they give us scholarship to come to Bahamas. And then like we got to meet with our parents, and then our parents came in, talked to them, like their arrangements and stuff like that. And after that, it was actually my mom. My mom, she asked me because she didn't get to send me nowhere if I don't want to go. She asked me and she was like, "You really want to go?" I said, what do I have to lose? And then I went.
Okay.
You want to hear my part? Or actually, one.
Yes.
Wait. So I have a question for Clive. So was it a big culture shock for you going from Jamaica to Bahamas, or it was kind of similar because it's a Caribbean country?
I mean, some stuff similar, but not everything. Some stuff are really different, but mentally really different.
Okay.
Like sometimes, yeah, just sit down and say, so I know.
So with that,
really similar.
Let me just pause to say big up Coach Simon Action Jamaica. Because if whenever you the one them wanna reach over
mix it Calabar
and get all the accent them and things, so you don't know. Big up yourself.
But I want to ask a question to Antwan. So Antwan, leaving Jamaica to go over to Bahamas, I think it's 2018. Was it a smooth transition? As in, when you reach over Bahamas, you were at a 5-star hotel, and then you go a luxury place, and everything was just good. Walk us through that transition.
No.
Antwan, so walk us through it, Antwan.
It wasn't, I wouldn't say 5-star, but I was comfortable where I was. Where I was at first, I was comfortable, but I ended up moving a lot because the school wasn't actually ready for us. But within 3 weeks' time, everything started smoothly.
Okay. So Antwan.
You were the only 2 guys that were selected to go over Bahamas, like you were.
No.
Oh, there were more.
Kimali.
It was like 6 of us.
No, actually 9 of us got selected, but only 6 of us came.
So all 6 players are over there now?
No, only us 2 left.
A team went to the States.
Oh, so 1 went to the States, and the next 3, what took place? They came back to Jamaica?
They're back in Jamaica.
They went back to Jamaica.
Couldn't handle the training.
I wouldn't say that
because I mean,
no. One of them, and they have the mindset of saying want to go a specific college. Yeah. So over here wasn't really meant for him. But the other 2, they got intimidated, so they went back.
Walk us through. I hear persons use that word intimidated. Intimidated. Oh, what do you mean? Why does it intimidated? The training, the surrounding, what?
And
the competition.
And they can't handle the rough talking. They want the sweet talking like baby, but the rough talking, when coach rough you up to get you stronger, make them pout and get mad, but they don't realize it's for the better.
I mean,
who's the coach? Okay, so who's the
If you're a
coach?
barman, they wanna understand. So when Coach Goofy rough you up and Coach does rough you up, you want ball. You want ball. Quality cause that's better.
What's the name of your coach? What's the name of your coach?
But now, Bahamas.
Yes.
Yeah, now.
The Nico Bulls.
Okay. So any accomplishment over there on the court? You win any championship? Win anything?
Yeah, we won
a lot of tournaments, but for high school titles, yes, we won this year. Won this year. Last year they won like 2 of them last year. And when we joined the team, it was good because we actually understand most of the stuff because Coach Bowles, he actually went to college for like 3 years and then he was actually good enough to make it pro. But then I think he got injured and he actually decided to just start coaching. And from then he used a lot of stuff that he learned from being away to college. And he's a really good coach. So yeah, he's actually the national team coach for Bahamas. Yeah, so I think some will probably know him.
Okay. All right. Compare styles. You said you have Coach Lord. You saw Coach Lord in action out here and Goofy. Going over to Bahamas now into that new surrounding and that new. Was there a major difference in the training aspect? How would you compare? Jamaica a little bit harder, over there a little bit harder. Let us know.
Alright, to be honest, we went through a lot of stuff in Jamaica as athletes going to Calabar because Coach Les and Coach Luffy, they're not going to use playing. Coach Skip, they're not going to use playing. So the hard work, it was never like a big difference, but we did a lot of stuff, a lot of more stuff over here because we were more equipped, like gyms and stuff like that. So stuff like that different. But the hard work, it was like almost on the same.
So all right, I got a question. I got a question for the both of y'all. So like, I know that Bahamas produces a lot of good players for the NBA. For example, you have DeAndre Ayton, people like Buddy Hield. You know what I'm saying? So like, with having America and like American tournaments come to Bahamas, was the playing style different? Would you guys rather play in Bahamas or play in Jamaica?
Good question.
Bahamas. I don't know if Jamaica is no, but for no, from where I left, Bahamas.
I mean, the fans are different. The competition level is different. The game way faster. The skill level way better. So, Bahamas for sure.
What, Gary? So you're saying that?
That's why we have the interview. These are things I want to hear. As I mentioned,
I got another question
from someone who's been through it.
Being especially this goes for Clive more because you played more ISA, you know what I'm saying? No offense, Antjuan, but like, so what is Jamaica lacking that's making Bahamas feel like it's better to play there than Jamaica right now?
In a player's eyes.
It starts from the like being home, like the culture over here is way different. You know, like how you walk on the parks and you see people playing football and running track or something like that, playing football. Like over here, basketball. You go on any court, they playing basketball. From court right there to court there, they playing basketball. So that makes stuff way easier because everybody grew up seeing they want to play ball. So from there, they playing young. They playing from preschool. They playing in competition from preschool, going up high school. They've been ready. They've been playing basketball.
I'll break it down.
Traveling from a young age, come figure they're traveling.
I'll break it down and make it simple. All right. When you were in Jamaica, you were at level 5. What level would you say you're at when you're in Bahamas now? Like, how far you think you're above the current competition here in Jamaica? Like, you feel you can walk through the team? Like, if you come up for the summer, you feel you can crack nobody head? Dog.
I mean, when just in Jamaica, I couldn't like jump down. I mean, we was putting in the work, but I was still short. I was like 5'5" or 5'4". So I was still short. I was still smaller than everyone. I mean, I feel like I was one of the better guys in Jamaica, hands down. Like anybody can ask. You can ask coach, ask him yourself. You might get it. Might say, "Oh, man, but You might get the last shoot, you might get the and then if right now if I come back to Jamaica, I feel like Jamaica basketball isn't that competitive. The speed, everything ain't that much, so it would be easy. I ain't gonna lie, it would be easy.
Okay.
Yeah, what are we doing wrong, bro?
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But I see Unity Fellowship right here. So them boys up 5 a.m. in the morning for training. Go to school 9 a.m. Get out at 3. Back to training 4 p.m. till 8 p.m.
Yeah, we
in
ain't
the
doing
night.
that.
So they are about basketball. They are definitely about basketball. Antquan, if you were to highlight one of your biggest struggle going into your training at Bahamas that you look and you say, I need to work on this skill. What would be that skill you would highlight that when you went over there you see you need to work on?
Dribbling and shooting. Dribbling and shooting can bring you a far. And defense. No, I was always a defensive player. If I struggle on offense, I can also go back on defense, get a steal, get a block, get a rebound. That was my strong point. But offensively, shooting and dribbling, that wasn't me. I'll get a rebound and go back up or for a layup, but dribbling and shooting wise, that wasn't me.
Oh, Clive, what was your biggest struggle that you say, you know, I need to work on this if I'm going to make this team?
All right, me being a point guard, I was always a pass first point guard. So that means I would always try to pass the ball. No matter what, I was always try to pass the ball. But then I realized if you ain't a threat to score, passing ball is going to be hard. They're going to expect you to pass the ball. So the first thing you got to do is be looking downhill, looking ready to score. To shoot the ball, I didn't like shooting the ball. I don't know why. I didn't like shooting the ball for nothing. And then when I came out, I realized people would knock down shots from everywhere. That was a big difference. I was like, all right, I need to go in the gym, put in this weight, shoot the ball like 100 times for the day, stuff like that. And I really needed to shoot the ball and understand the game better because when you're playing against better competition as a point guard, you gotta understand.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. Antwan, do you have any family in Bahamas?
As of now, yes.
Yes.
I have a big family. I have a big family.
That's all around it. A reason I'm asking that question because I saw someone mention in the chat about support. We know that you guys are still pretty young, even though you might feel a big man, knowing all these things. But leaving home and to go to a new country where you don't have an auntie down the road, an uncle around the corner, daddy to run to. How you make things work, Antwan, with the mindset and the mentality to know that you're going to stay here, accomplish your goal?
It's all about having my faith in God. Any doors God opened for me, He opened it for a reason. So if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here. And I would just keep my faith and trust in Him. So I'm always in good hands. No harm can reach me. That's how I go day by day. Wake up, first thing I do, my Bible scripture, pray to Him, ask for guidance, because I know I always have a long day ahead of me, from practice to school, so working up. So I always have to give Him thanks for waking me up and ask Him for guidance.
Good. Well said, Antwan. Clive, I just want Clive to answer the same question. If Clive, are you privileged enough to have a family member overseas when you reach the Bahamas, and how you managed to be mentally strong?
I mean, the first one just going family, but when obviously very privileged, like being a part of the whole family. You can be with us. Make sure you're alright. Make sure you cover knowledge.
You're not coming through good.
Clive, your accent chip out.
Yeah, audio.
Oh, audio.
Yeah. They'll that back in.
Yeah.
I had no idea Antwan was such a believer in you know that. That's good, man, that he gets up and read his Bible.
And I think Antwan mommy is on in the chat also.
That's his sister.
Is this
Oh,
stuff? Okay.
I guess she's saying that mommy's watching.
Okay.
You sure? Because she looks young.
No. Okay. Cool.
Back.
You guys can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yes, Clive.
All right, now we have a great support team because we actually a part of a family now. We ain't blood, but we can call it family. For real, we can call it family. My brothers. I actually call the lady we say my mom because she actually take care of us real good. So support us real good. I mean, we know a lot of people because they be like they ain't really used to Jamaicans like being friends with them and actually playing basketball with them. So they actually gravitate to us and actually understand us and friends with us a lot. So that's good.
All right. I got a question for you guys. Hold on. I got a question for you guys. So, being in Jamaica, playing ball in Jamaica, was there anybody that y'all played against or seen play? It doesn't have to be exactly your age. It could be like just, from under 19, under 16. Was there like, give me one person that you were always trying to be like or better than?
Malik McCarthy. Hands down.
Malik. Shooting Malik, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Malik, yeah.
I mean, not to sound biased because he's a barman, but Malik.
Yeah.
Antquan, you.
Somebody's an ardent man before,
I didn't really get any exposure. Only person I see I'm gonna work hard, I always look up to was JT, Devon Taylor. He was the person I'm gonna look up to because he's the only person I got exposure to.
So it's all about Rabalak family and City. If you don't know, you don't know by now. JT and Malik all the way throughout.
I used to go there.
Okay. So we are going to go with Antjuan and then Clive afterwards. Same question. Any future plans, any future goals that you guys are working on?
I just graduated high school. I have a couple college offers, but my goal is I'm going to prep because I have one D1 offer so far. But in my mind, when I go there, I'm not gonna get any playing time because I'm being honest with myself. I'm not physically ready for Division 1 yet. I still have a lot of work to work on. So I'm going to spend my year in prep, working on it, getting stronger and getting ready for D1.
Nice. Hey, you can't yell up your mom's, She's been shouting you out. So you
Antwan and Clive. Hi, mommy.
Okay. Clive, any plans?
All right, I actually have a partial scholarship to San Diego College, but right now I'm trying to get better to see what can happen after that because right there isn't where I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to actually play basketball professionally one day. Or if that doesn't happen, my career, I would like to be an architect or be a pilot.
Nice.
All right, I hear them say, I'm going to put them in the hot seat, Umar.
Yes.
I heard them mention that they would love to play ball in Bahamas because I guess when I like an infrastructure is better and they would love that. However, my question to you guys, would you guys willing to come back and represent Jamaica in Jamaica?
Of course. Of course.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
always.
When I was in Jamaica, I tried out for the team once, but yeah, we get cut on the team there.
Yeah, I'm tried for the team one. I wasn't ready for the team. Yeah. They only are testing the water.
Them time there, I'm not thinking me ready, but they still have faith. Yo, me can probably get the team.
I feel the pain, my side. I feel the pain, dog.
No man, you want.
Feel the pain, brother.
Men team ready? I'm ready. I'm sure man make it.
I only 3 man from Jamaica get picked. Some of you know.
Oh, 3. Oh, we understand.
But I mean, in the future, of course, like that's always a plan to represent the country.
Okay. And that just means 2 words in Jamaica.
It's Sealer.
That's a Sealer.
I have a question for the 2 of them. I'm going to start off with Antwan. So, Antwan, I'm going to give you 2 names. Right? I'm going to give you 2 names. I'm going to give you 2 names.
What they are?
Right? I'm going to give you 2 names. I'm going to give you 2 names.
Wait. Focus. Y'all doing an interview, man.
Yeah, I'm saying. I'm going to give you guys 2 names. Both of you guys, right? And I want you to tell me how the one-on-one will go. Right? All right, cool.
Right,
Antwan, how are you? All right. So you know this guy very well. He has very similar structure when it comes to size and position, right? So he goes to Calabar High School right now. His name is Joel. How you think the one-on-one is going with right now? Who's winning that one-on-one? Yeah.
Obviously me. Not telling the truth, me. I don't think Joel can guard me up close because he don't know what I have in store. I don't know what he has in store. So if we go to a game like 3, I'd play him off for the shot first and see if he has a shot. If he does, I play him up close. He's not gonna beat me to the basket. I'm telling him that.
Yo, it's a lot of detail, bro. All right, wait. All right, so the second name. He's the same height as you. I'm pretty sure he's stronger than you. He just got to a D1 college. His name is Jordan Kelly.
I'm not too sure, but I'm not gonna do myself. Yeah, can you see him? He's not gonna just give me like
hey, he's in the chat, be careful. We might, you get me? We might have a 1-against-1 in
wanted one day. Me and Kelly wanted a 1v1 day.
All right, so I got two for Clive. No, so Clive, first person. I don't know how he's been playing now, but we're just going to go with his prime self. So your prime self against Prime JT, who's going to win? Prime JT, who's going to win that 1-on-1?
Prime JT and me. When I think would I win, but no. I have confidence in myself, say, I'm not going to win. I actually start shoot the ball. That's the one thing with JT love. The man love shoot. The man shoot, come over halfway, shoot the ball, gone, just walk back. But right now, no.
So, all right. The second person, no. Fellow interview squad member, Dovetown co-founder. You see me? How you feel me and you, the 1-on-1 would I go? Because you know it's a long time we're supposed to play 1-on-1 and we don't play.
Alright, watch out.
Clive got the truth, Clive.
Watch it. Alright. I'm not going to win. Because I'm faster than that. I'm not like, I'm faster than that.
I feel about it. Alright.
You're blowing up, but bro, you're not going to. I'm actually shooting the ball, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually start shooting. I can't pass. I can't
You already know there's only one way to find that out. You see me?
Kelly say hi, Antjuan.
Kelly say hi. All right. As you know, we have an NBL meeting because National Basketball. However, I see persons posting that you have a good support crew in Bahamas. So are the females and the girls showing you Jamaicans and you're not experiencing any bad vibes, but good vibes?
I mean, you have some people be like, oh, them Jamaican man just come over and just get like recognition from other people. So you have some people bad mind. I'm not gonna lie. You have some people
but mostly good mind.
Go back on the yard and everything.
Yeah.
I know, but other than that, you have enough people love it.
Okay. All right then. So Antwan, you're getting a lot of love over there.
Yes. I'm handsome. I don't make Instagram. I'm handsome. But that's like yeah, what if a bad mind people don't want to see the possible, but that's everywhere in the world. That's what the world
very
is
good.
about. There are people that want to see you. There are people that want to help you. So you go to the people that want to help you.
Okay.
All right.
I
have one more question, guys. So, I know you guys both came from not really playing basketball that much. What would you say to your younger self right now if you had to give them advice?
I would say, if you take basketball from a younger age, you have a lot of opportunity out there for you. I'm being real because I see kids 14, 15 getting full scholarship to go off, and from there, they have been getting D1 offers. Look at Kofi. Kofi left at a young age, and because of that, he had more time to groom himself.
Especially Kelly
and Kelly too. Kelly as well, groom themselves to get on a higher level because some people say Jamaican level low and American level is a different level. So get yourself exposure from your younger, so it'll be easier for you.
Nice.
And listen to your coach.
Yeah, coach as well.
Hey, I have something to say. Gary, well, we've interviewed younger players here, and we throw out names and see who they're better on, and they're afraid. You know them The LeBron type of, but them two youth are confident.
Yeah,
man.
We have a video of them.
Oh, is that no? Me never get for load because them so short and them things about. We definitely have to feature them because they can't see the chat room. I go hard for them two young youth here. But they know how go on. The accent or something.
All right, so all right. Now we're gonna put them on the spot. We hear them and say them confident and them will beat. As you know, we have some Jamaican talents out here that you guys played I play against. So we are going to show two players in Jamaica now, and I want you to decide the winner. Who you think will win a one-on-one with Kyle versus Matthew McGowan?
Oh, Matthew.
Wait, stop. You can't put them together.
Why?
Why? That's like saying, I can put it, Giannis versus who's a good shooting guard? Kobe.
No.
Same playing game, but I'm on.
Okay.
You hit the head, brother.
Okay. All right. Kyrie versus Curry.
Ooh, Curry.
Curry.
What? It seems like we're not bad you. Antwan answer like everybody's just a Curry. And now I'm trying to think about it.
Wait, Curry over Kyrie?
All right.
Curry over Kyrie. No.
Wait, here. You know me above you, man. Everybody has a Matthew. Terrence has a Matthew. Listen. Kyle, me say.
Kyle, we need to get that one-on-one going. We need to get some that one-on-one popping. Last one. Kevin Durant versus LeBron. One-on-one.
LeBron.
KD, bro.
LeBron.
KD all the way.
You don't like LeBron over here, guys. You don't like LeBron over here. Sorry. All the people who like LeBron, it's not a fan.
Yeah, it's not a fan. Okay, all right. All right. Before we go, Antwan, any shout out you want to give to you have a lot of persons watching, and then Clive, you can do your shout out. Can give your Instagram page so persons can follow your journey. And I know you both guys are going to accomplish great things in the future. So Antwan, it's on you, then Clive.
I want to shout out to my mom, all the people I send a broadcast message to watch. I thank you for coming on and watch. I want to say shout out to Pastor Serenin, my Grammy. I want to shout out to my aunt, my dad. I want to shout out to Bishop, everybody that's watching that I told to come on. All my teammates are here, my former teammates, people that check up on me and stuff to make sure I'm alive and stuff like that. I want to say thank you.
Big up.
IG, brother. My Instagram is basically my name, but an extra A in the front and an extra N in the back. So you can see on the screen, AANTJUANN.
Okay, cool.
My turn now.
Yes.
I'd like to give thanks first and foremost, God. Like if I never forgot, I'm not thinking about the reason for it, because enough time I see out and like I got a big shout out to my Grammy, Pastor Sherman, and my granddaddy, Bishop Anthony. Man, they have really taken good care of me. My mom, people in Jamaica, people like Money, you might be yourself, Goofy, Skid, Coach Lutz. That was a hard, long journey. Coach Lutz, Coach Goofy, Coach Skid. The man really make sure so.
Big up no from side.
Actually, they were there right now. Big up man, I'm a dope from Kyle, Matthew, the best man named Joel, Maggie, TMI, Sashin, the Monday. My Instagram, Coach Timothy. Yeah, Coach Timothy. Can't forget Coach Timothy. My Instagram is basically my name. That's what Antwan said, but I actually see an extra E in the back with JR. So that's Clive Jr. My Instagram. Go follow it right now. Right now.
Cool.
Mad.
What can we say, Willard?
Yo, Marie, the two of them, I swear.
Yeah.
Remember, I say Antwan usually just a walk half a tree with a ball in her man. Like, I hardly see them things there. Just a bounce the ball and other things. I'm gonna see them things again here, I swear.
No, Willie, I can tell you and I can talk in regards to Antwan. Well, we're at stats and I went to stats to assist with the basketball program, but they only had the under 16 team and Antwan was a little bit older. And I'm telling you, every day at training, even though Antwan didn't have the opportunity to play that season, he was there working and still trying to get better, asking questions, sir, this. He was like a sponge when it come on to information how to become a better basketball player. And you heard him mention it that he, from a young age, he realized that basketball was going to be the way out. So he didn't stop at stats. He didn't get a chance to play. Went to Calabar, didn't get a chance to play. However, it didn't stop him from balling and still playing. And now he's overseas where they constantly saying that they are comfortable and their game is basically rising. Got a D1 offer. Clive also, as you say, first time supposed to do tracks time quick.
Yes,
However, he go up on the basketball court and he continued to work hard. He was the under 16 MVP. That goes to show that it's not a normal baller. However,
Don't contest winner.
And you see, don't contest winner and all this. So and them reach over and them confidence way up. They are saying they are getting better. They are putting in the work. I saw someone mention that they get up like 5 a.m. work out till 8.
9.
Till 8. Go
school at 9.
Come
out
back
at 4 until 8 again.
And go again till 8. And that goes to show. 6 persons went overseas. 1 left because they had some next 2 or 3 couldn't manage the pressure. So what we are hearing, I don't know for certain. However, they decided to stick it out. So it was a privilege to have 2 young players who is firm in their belief. You hear Antjuan mentioned, Clive mentioned that if it wasn't for God, that to show that they put faith and they move that way, not to say that they are going to accomplish what they want, regardless of what the situation is, regardless of what the hurdles are. So big respect to Antjuan and Clive for tuning in. I saw you enjoy the interview. You're all over the place. Willie was shout at you sometime, but guess what? It's all about you guys, and we really appreciate that you're on set with us to just share your journey with us.
Yeah, well, the man them are gonna reach far. Just go and look out for the man them do it before you. The Kelly of them, you see me?
Show respect.
Yeah, and yeah, man, focus on the schoolwork and just put in the work, man. So I can watch TV and soon and doing the thing. Would I love it? You know? No, so the whole of the man them get to achieve them dreams. Stars.
And Jamaica, don't forget about it. Sometimes I know that you're over there, but Jamaica still show love. As I said before, as I put up a poster, a lot of person will have to tune in. Because guess what? Them still have mad respect for you guys. So continue to become better players and keep your head up.
Kid, we're gonna work on getting some vids from them and put it up. Just remember get some good videos and we put it up on another show. Instagram. Yeah, man, and make sure you get them on. Big up Skywalker, big up, you see me? Another legend in the game, so you know, go and do the thing. You see it.
Yeah, man. And big up the support crew over there to Willie. I have to give them that respect.
Definitely, yeah. The man,
for them to welcome our Jamaica ballers over there and make sure to them all right. We have to say big respect to Bahamas crew. We love what you guys are doing over there. Take care of all the superstars them and just ensure that them achieve all them can achieve. Big up on yourself.
Yeah, and you don't know, as we say, we're all about basketball. Tomorrow, Gary. Well, yeah, Thursday night we have, go on Jamaica Basketball Project. Have on the killer right here, so Jordan Kelly here. So make sure you tune in and show the support for the star. Is it? Yeah, man. That's the Utah jersey. Yeah.
Kelly, I big up it ourselves. You man, any shout out as the ambassador. Yo, you man always give Black Lives Matters,
Yeah, man, that's what the man come
on. Me just want to say, yo, trust me, dog. Only we know what struggles them. You see me? Clive, brother, I know you from when we started playing ball, grade 7, brother. And the 2 always like the same thing. Dribble the ball and can't shoot, can't lay up the ball.
Turn over.
Everything. Yo, remember when people say Antquan couldn't ball, dog, and the man them say, the man never that good, brother. And look on the man now, brother. I say everything we need to see. You see me? You see, brother.
Too much man there.
Most people know say, yo, hard work and dedication can get you far, brother. And these people them can show you that. You see me? I say, So yeah, no people the money for a long time. See.
All right.
All right then. So as you know, take a break. Big up yourself. Persons who are tuning in, who is a part of the National Basketball League, coach, player, tune in. There's an important Zoom meeting taking place as we speak. So
Yeah,
basketball development. So we are out interviewing squad in the building.
Yes, sir.
And we're